The Xiaomi Redmi 5A has been touted as India's new Desh Ka smartphone, and it's being pitched as a new low-cost device with great battery life. It replaces the popular Redmi 4A as the company's most affordable model in India. There's been a lot of hype around this launch, and now we finally have the new Xiaomi Redmi 5A in our hands. Here's our first look. The Redmi 5A arrives in a big red box, and surprisingly, the Xiaomi logo is heavily de-emphasized, with Redmi becoming the main brand. On the back of the box, there's prominent text telling us that this unit has 2GB of RAM and 16GB of storage, as well as a huge Made in India logo. Once we peel off the plastic wrap and safety stickers, we can pop the lid off and get our first look at the device. Our unit is the gold variant with a white front face. The Android navigation buttons are below the 5-inch screen and are not backlit. While the phone is booting, let's take a look at the rest of the box contents. There's a quick start guide, some more documentation, a SIM tray eject tool, a micro USB cable, and a fairly chunky charger with Indian pins. The power and volume buttons are on the right. To the left, there are two trays for the SIM and micro SD cards. There's nothing on the bottom other than a micro USB port and a mic hole. On the top, you'll see a 3.5mm audio socket, infrared emitter for remote controlling appliances, and a secondary mic. The camera and flash are in the upper left corner of the rear, and there's a large speaker grill across the bottom. The Xiaomi Redmi 5A has a quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 425 processor, 2GB of RAM and 16GB of storage. The 5-inch screen has a resolution of 720 by 1280 pixels. There's a non-removable 3000 mAh battery, a 13-megapixel rear camera and a 5-megapixel front camera. This is a dual SIM 4G VoLTE phone and has a separate micro SD card slot. On first boot, we see the Xiaomi Redmi 5A's welcome screen touting MIUI 9. The setup process is quite easy. Once that's done, you can see the icons for all preloaded apps on the home screens since there's no app drawer. You can see UI animations in the icons and when scrolling through lists. MIUI 9 is based on Android 7.1.2. The settings are where you'd expect them to be. Battery life is a major feature for this phone, and there's a power usage section in the settings app with statistics and a control for the power saver mode. The Storage Cleaner app helps you get rid of junk files, and the Quick Ball gives you quick shortcuts to phone features. There's also a one-handed mode, App Locker for password protection, and the ability to run two instances of the same app with different accounts. The camera app has a pretty basic interface, but there are lots of options and filters to experiment with. That's our first look at the new low-cost Xiaomi Redmi 5A. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to Gadgets 360 for our full review coming up soon, in which we'll cover this phone's performance, software, camera quality and battery life in full detail.